I'm Atlas, and this is Mod Watch, the series where we take a look at mods across the internet for various games, all to show off the cool stuff that modders are doing with the games that they love. Today we're back in Kenshi and taking a look at a bigger mod than I usually do. Like always, I won't dive too deep into the mod as I feel like that spoils the fun of playing it, but I'll give you some key pointers and guide the way a little bit. I've seen a couple mentions of this mod across the internet, but outside of those mentions, I didn't see much interest in it beyond the download numbers. So today, we're looking at the Iron Will Faction mod by Evasic. The video in the background is a small playthrough of me exploring the town and fighting with the Masterwork armor from the mod. As always, if you guys have any suggestions of what mod I should take a look at next, let me know down in the comments or on my Discord. Iron Will Faction is a smaller faction addition mod that adds in a new faction, a new town, a small questline series which is likely to get expanded over time according to the mod author, a unique armor set with Hyver and human variants, and even new robotic limbs. There are a total of 8 new limbs, 23 new armor pieces and variations, 17 new variant headgear, 3 new weapons, 1 new start, new recruits, and some watering characters scattered around. Playing the mod, it's clear that this is a labor of love from Evasic, as they mention on the Steam page. This was their first 3D custom model series, and they slowly worked on the mod over the course of a year. So far, from my testing of the mod, the armors and weapons all have a decent balance to them. Word of warning here is that the mod author gives a negative 75 rep for allying with Big Grim in the swamps. While it's not clear yet why the mod author has given such a stance to the Iron Will faction, it is something I've seen some other players mention not understanding and being taken aback by. There are also some known incapabilities at the time of me writing this with UWE and Genesis. Genesis is a given, but I figured I'd mention UWE because I did see some people mentioning it. It may be the same for other overhauls, but I only quickly skimmed through the comments, so please ensure you actually check for anyone else mentioning mods or go back and report conflicts for others yourself. The start for the mod will normally start you off with plus 10 relations to the new faction, but I've modified it so I started with 75, allowing me to avoid spoiling the quest, but ensuring that I can look at the new town properly. Situated in the Black Desert, you'll find this faction up on a cliffside that might be a bit difficult for new players to get to, or new players in a playthrough to get to, but given they are a mid to late game faction, that makes sense. Probably one of my favorite parts of the mod is the darker armor set. It looks new, yet old. We typically see a lot of rusted armors, shiny metal, or even cloth variations, but there's not a lot of good dark armor for most people. It's clear this is meant to be a faction on the rise and growing in power, as they appear to have knowledge to manufacture, or at minimum, paint the gas masks which are attached to their new helmets. While in the world of Kenshi, it's clear that this armor isn't particularly fancy compared to, say, the United Cities armor or the Holy Nation armor. The weaving of leather and plate metal is significant to the world of Kenshi and shows a decently high level of craftsmanship for such a small faction. With that said, that's a short overview of the Iron Will faction mod. Is it worth a spot in your playlist permanently? Play it and let me know down below. You can find the link to the mod page down below in the description. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Happy holidays to everyone. If you guys want to support me, feel free to check out the description. As always, join my Discord if you want to come hang out. With that said, I'm out, and I will see you guys real soon for an end of the year announcement and wrap up.